What is going on, y'all? What's good? Okay, I just finished watching episode 7 through 9 of Love Is Blind, and oh my god, a lot happened. Okay, the seasons for me, and I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but it usually starts off so boring for me, just trying to identify the couples in the pods. But we are here now, and the drama is coming. Okay, now if you just want to like skip to the drama in the episodes, the last 20 minutes of episode 9 is what you need to watch. Now we are going to talk spoilers in here. I'm going to be talking about all the stuff that happened that stood out to me in episode 7 through 9. Okay, now, the couples moved in together and met families over these episodes. We get a little bit of pod squad drama at the end. Like I said, it's at the last 20 minutes of episode 9. But let's go ahead and get into it because Deontay, or what's his name? Devonte and Brittany, okay? I don't understand what's going on with them because when they left Cabo, it was like, he was disengaged and everything like that. But then, like, when they started these episodes, and moved into the apartment, it seemed like everything was like a 180. Okay. And then again later in the episodes, she says again that he never tells her that she's pretty. And I forgot his grandfather died while filming or whatever, and that is something that is, that would affect you. So I feel like he should have left if it was going to affect the experiment for her, because I feel like he is taking her on these emotional roller coasters. He'll be really nice and good to her, but then there's part that's missing, and then like at the end of this one, I feel like she was apologizing and talking about how she needs to stop projecting. Like, did he tell her that she was doing that about her old relationships? Because that could be true. I don't know how much they were talking, but sir, what's really happening here is like really going on though. You know what I'm saying? She's not projecting, like we can see, what she's saying. But they seem like they got better, but I don't know. We will see. Okay, with that one, time will tell. But it doesn't look good to me. But I'll get into my predictions at the end of this. Okay, and then we got Alex and Ashley. Okay, now this one also makes me cringe. Okay, this one makes me cringe because it's getting a little bit messy. Because if you remember, in somewhere in the later episodes of 1 through 6, when they were in Cabo, Alex did have a chance to talk to Brittany, right? And Brittany seems to be Alex's type. And so I feel like he was already like looking for a way to explore that. But anyway, this in 7 through 9, he Alex meets Ashley's parents, and her father. Oh my God, her father, y'all. Her father exposed a lot about Alex just by asking him all those crazy ass questions. Right? Her dad is a lawyer, and he said that Ashley is just like him, but he also said Ashley has a bad picker. So it's a lot going on. Okay, but her father did say that Alex honesty wasn't his strength. Okay. But that whole questioning period looked like it was so uncomfortable for Ashley. It looked like she was just, I mean, how long were they sitting there talking? Because it just seemed like they were just grilling him, you know what I'm saying? But this one kind of doesn't seem like it's gonna work for me either, because Alex is like all over the place. He's talking about moving to Florida. She's trying to get a promotion in Ohio. Uh, she can't really make sense of his timeline. His mother brought up something or told her some information that he didn't expose to her about the girls he was dating. Like, it's getting kind of messy, and I feel like he alluded to physical connection issues when he was talking to Brittany about her when they were in Cabo or whatever. He told Brittany that he likes women that are opposite of Ashley. Like, Ashley has like light blonde hair and stuff like that, and he's used to somebody with Brittany's features, um, dark features and stuff like that. So anyway, also something that kind of bothered me about Alex is that he thinks that he was an accident in his mom's life, and that's messed up if that he feels like that. But I feel like he's setting himself up to be able to have an exit to explore other options. But again, time will tell. and we will see. Okay. Let's move on to Amber and Jordan. Now, it's something about Amber that I can't put my finger on. Like, I don't know if it's the age that they're posting for her, it's something in the way that she's acting. I don't know. But I will say they do seem like they make a cute little couple. And they met families as well. It went good. Her brother came to meet Jordan at their house, and then I think he met she met his family somewhere else. But they see each other's houses, right? And Jordan's house is just really like a bachelor pad. He says he'd rather spend his money on, like, experiences and things like that, fun stuff, instead of, a big mortgage. But her house is nice. She had bought it as a fixer upper, and she remodeled it room by room over 7 years. So I don't know. It's farther away from the city, so he doesn't want to be far away from the city. But her house is nicer, and to me, it has more sentimental value than where he's living. Like, he's gonna have to grow up and commute. I'm sorry. But that's how I would be. But listen, that's not my relationship. But his place is a true bachelor pad, all right? So they, I feel like they might be all right too. So we'll see. We'll see. And then we have Vic and Christine, y'all. Vic and Christine are so cute. I feel like they're so boring. And the reason why I say that, not in a bad way, it's like they don't have any drama going on right now. Like, the most thing that I can see that could be drama for them is is the biracial kids conversation that they had. Like, that's going to be something tough that they'll have to face together, because she pointed out, like, she'll never really be able to fully relate, and he won't either, because there'll be a mixture of both of them. But remind me though, in the comments, did we see her meet Vic's family? Because I must have omitted that. I can't remember if we saw that. Okay, so I don't know. I must have missed that part, but if not, y'all let me know in down below. But this seems genuine. I feel like they're going good. They have a good connection. They actually do really look good together. So we'll see. Again, time will tell with that as well. We don't know. So then we have Emma and Mike. Okay, Emma, they met families. But Emma learned that Mike has never lived with a woman before. Emma has clutter, and he's not used to that. So they kind of talk about those things. Kids came up a lot with them. He wants kids, and she is 50-50. Um, and her family also said that she's been a hard no on kids for a long time. So I understand the reason why she is 50-50 about the kids. And she explained it too, because Mike's family, his mother was kind of like, wait, what's she talking about, 50-50? But I think after she explained it, they understood. But they really liked her, and they said that she would fit in well. But then when Emma went to go have Mike meet her parents, it came out that her parents didn't know how she felt when she was growing up about her birthmark and her adoption and stuff like that. They had no idea, because at school she would be, very bubbly and polite and social, and then at home she would be to herself. But that kind of makes me think too that maybe she's really good at putting on a mask, and you don't really know how she feels. So will they work out? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. All right. And then we have Chris and Jess. Now, I'm just gonna say this is a complete disaster. All right. Chris sucks to me. Okay. He stayed out all night, and then he ended up telling Jess that he was thinking about his number two, which was Bree. Like, how would it have gone? And she's sitting there taking all of this stuff in, and she, obviously didn't like what she was hearing. But he was saying that he needed somebody that works out every day, that does Pilates every day, and he needs to be physically attractive when they're having sex or whatever. And I was just like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And so she was like, all right, well, I just need to go home then. Because I mean, for real, like, what else is there to say after that? But I was just confused, because I was like, she don't even look like she's out of shape to me. Like, I know that different body types and stuff, but like, if she started doing like Pilates tomorrow, in 3 or 4 weeks, she would look, you would see the results. Like, she's not, I don't get it. So maybe it was something else, but I don't know. But I don't like him. Because when it happened, he was just like, oh, it is what it is. And and he's a whole clown. All right, this man is a whole clown because when we go and switch over to see Bree and Connor, all right, they got a text from both of them. Jess sent the text to her, and um uh I was gonna call him Scott. Chris sent the text to Connor. All right, but anyway, we'll get to that. Bree told her family, told his family that so they meet each other's families, and Bree tells Connor's family that if it wasn't Connor, it was nobody. I was like, girl, why the hell you lying? Because she lied. She definitely still is curious about Chris. She definitely told um uh Connor about Chris. Like, come on now, why would you say that? He even had this look on his face when she said it too, and it was like, okay, he has to be thinking, wait, wasn't Chris your number two? But whatever, you know what I'm saying? But Chris also texted Bree, oh yeah, after his conversation with Jess. That is crazy. Okay. And she got a friend request from Chris, but she did say that she showed it to Connor. All right, this is getting really, really messy because next we have the Pod Squad meetup. All right. And I'm so mad that I don't have any pictures of that. But the Pod Squad meetup was where everything was about to come out. All right, everyone meets up. That's what everybody gets to see what everybody looks like and stuff like that. Now, Emma is convinced that Chris bought his followers, and none of them like Chris, right? Amber, because they all were talking about what happened, and that's when Bree told them that she got a text from him saying, "Oh yeah, he tried to DM her to get her to call him." No. And so then Amber was like, Chris is too short to be that cocky. And he really is. Like, get out of here. Somebody get him out of here. Um, but then obviously Bree made her way over there to talk to Chris. And she was over there at first with, I think, Priyanka, Ashley, and it was Bree. And they were talking to Chris, and Chris was just being a full out dick. Like he was just fake, just all the way, no hiding it. Just he was just all the way mask all the way off. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling them all this stuff about Jess, like, oh, I need to be having this type of sex. It's horrible, this, that, and the other. And it's like, dude, you don't really even need to say all of that. If you have your preference, you have your preference, but you don't have to dog out the people who aren't your preference just because they're not your preference. Like, just have your preference and move on. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But she stayed over there to talk to him after the two left because they were disgusted with him because he even made a comment about all three of them doing something together. And so Priyanka and Ashley left, and Bree stayed over there. And it was just like, girl, why would you even stand in this man's face? Because this is all being recorded and it's going to be played back. And the only way to avoid the way that he was for her to just not have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Chris was disrespecting Connor while she was over there. I mean, he said that Connor was submissive. He told Bree that she needs to ditch Connor pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He even asked about her and Connor's sex life. Like he said she needs somebody dominant like him. Like he was really going down the list. And then he was on a hot mic, I think, talking to Jordan, talking about he don't really care about Connor. It's not like Connor's gonna beat him up. And he laughed. And so he told Bree that he feels some regret because Bree is actually somebody that he would propose to, like in real life or whatever, right? Like, oh, Bree, you better. Listen, it was a cliffhanger. We don't know how Bree is gonna respond, but I feel like she got a really smart mouth, and she should be able to cut this dude up for saying all the stuff that he's saying because he's out of pocket. He's completely out of pocket. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all get in the comments below and let me know. But I feel like Chris is a douche. Like I said, you can have your preferences, but you don't have to be dogging people out because they're not your preference. That's like saying, you don't like, short people, but you're going to go around and talk shit about short people all day. Like, what's the point? I don't get it. He is a dick and there's more drama to come, I'm sure. Okay. My whole observation of these 3 episodes, or not even just these 3 episodes, but again, physical attraction matters. Okay. Love is blind. No, physical attraction matters because they picked each other through a wall, sight unseen, right? Like they said. But it always boils down to attraction. It always boils down to attraction. Like these people don't even trust their minds to pick like it's crazy. Like anyway, so my predictions are I'm gonna say one, Chris is a disaster. I feel like there's more to come with him. Bree and Connor, trouble is coming because Bree is curious about Chris the disaster, and that would just be a waste of time. Like, go with Connor. Like, don't even give Chris the fucking time of day. Okay, she even answered the question of how her sex life was with him. Like, girl, what are you doing? Anyway, um, carrying on with the predictions. All right. Alex is curious about Brittany. Okay, Devonte and Brittany, I just don't feel like they're gonna make it. He does not deserve her. Emma and Mike might make it. Vic and Christine, I feel like they seem solid, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. The dating pool has P, you know what I mean? Still, Love is Blind is proving it once again, like I said last video. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video next week when we have more episodes. But get down in the comments below and let me know what y'all think about episodes 7 through 9. Chris is too short to be that cocky. Amber was